I'm here with King Justice from Sun Yoga International, and we are talking about meditation. And he's going to share a little bit of his journey from growing up in Las Vegas to traveling the world with meditation and yoga. I wanted to find out a little bit about your journey. I know that you grew up between Las Vegas and California.
Yeah.
And
West Coast.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that, because I think your story is pretty fascinating. Like, you know, you grew up running from dogs and dodging gangbangers, and now, you know, you're doing yoga.
First of all, I want to thank you for having me on Conversations with me. I'm honored. So yeah, I was born in Las Vegas, Nevada. Grew up during the 80s and the 90s. Very aggressive time. I grew up in what we call a Crip neighborhood, for people that are familiar with the inner city gangs. So my people and people around me, my brother and my cousins and stuff, they were known as NTGs, and we also in our neighborhood had Rolling 60s, and they would coming back and forth from Las Vegas to California. Like, all these different people were always attracted to our neighborhood. So growing up in Wrigley Estates was a very fun time. We had dog fights, we had basketball, football, turkey bowls. It was a very fun neighborhood, and that was during the time when hip hop was really getting a buzz on the West Coast. And I mean, right during the time of NWA, before it got really aggressive, it still had a sense of fun. And then it got aggressive, like around 1993, it was like very aggressive, like drive-bys and, you know, the most common things that happen in inner city America. So fast forwarding from that, I in high school played sports, so I've always been athletic. So I was playing football and basketball, and so my mom made sure that me and my brother were very active. We were very active in sports. Pop Warner, shouts out to the Doolittle Community Center, and also Andre Agassi, Boys and Girls Club. That kept us out of a lot of trouble. And then my grandmother was a Sunday school teacher, so growing up in a Baptist church background, my grandparents, when my mother wasn't around, raised us. So where I was born and raised, I was actually raised by my grandparents. So my grandfather, rest in peace, R.J. Jones, and also Sammy Jones. You know, they moved from Texas and made it down to Vegas in the early 50s, I think. So, you know, that was my transitioning to, my grandparents were a major factor in my life.
And you said you played ball, and so was that a way for you to just kind of, you know, get out of what was going on in the neighborhood? And
yes, most definitely. It was a major focus. A lot of children that actually play sports, a lot of children that actually had that focus. It was something with the games that it was known. It's a known honor system that a lot of gang members would, like, even though you were, you know, a part of this neighborhood, this hood, that you actually, those who play sports, they respected what you were doing. And a lot of times they would give you pass, like, hey, you know, they're ball players, you know, y'all don't need to be doing this. Or even to a point where if it was rival games, they were even respectful when, like, oh, you know, hey, you know, he's known to play ball, and you know what I mean, it was an interesting honor. So it kind of kept a lot of negativity off of me and my brother and my cousin.
And so, as you know, a young man growing up in this environment, At that time, did you have a vision for yourself, or is that something that kind of unfolded as you went along?
It really unfolded as I went on, because after high school, it was like, what do I do now? And, the whole thing, go to college, and, playing sports in college for a short time. Went to a junior college in Barstow, California. After I just really saw the light and was like, well, this isn't for me, I remember putting out the intention, like, what's next? I know I'm an active person, but I'm like, I kind of could feel within myself, like, it's something significant that has to happen. And this was in my early 20s, and I remember putting out the intention. And at this particular time, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, with my grandmother on my dad's side, my Jamaican grandmother, and that's where I found comedic yoga through listening to Conscious radio station in Atlanta, Georgia, Little 5 Point. Little 5 Point. Shout out to Wanique Shabazz, but I heard my master teacher that certified me in comedic yoga, also known as Egyptian yoga, You're Sure Hotel. And I never looked back. And this was like 2006 and 2007 when I was certified in comedic yoga. Right in Clark, Atlanta Library. That's where we had our course. We had this course.
Nice. I do want to come back to that part of your life where you transitioned into doing yoga and you never look back. But I also wanted to ask about, you had told me before that you were into design, and I wanted to see where the design came in. Was that before or after the yoga? And also, I know you did network marketing, and you had a lot of success in network marketing also, and you started a couple businesses, so I just wanted to hear a little bit about that.
Well, I've always had an entrepreneur spirit. I tell a quick story. My brother and I, in the 80s, so I had to be in the 4th grade, he had to be in like the 6th grade, and we really wanted those Michael Jordan. It was those air flights. So the 80 air flights.
Yeah, I remember those.
Say it was 85, 86, the air flights, and they were $100 at the time. And my mom was like, you know what? I'm not buying any $100 shoes, so you're all gonna have to figure it out. So right next to my grandma's neighborhood, it was a local golf course, and at this golf course, the guys would hit the golf balls over the fence. And just one day we were like in the desert or going to the store that was behind the golf course, and we saw all these balls that were color balls, top flight balls, and we had this aha moment where we actually was like, oh, we could go collect these balls and resell them. So the whole concept, the entrepreneur spirit, turning lemons to lemonade, that's what we did. So we would go grab the golf balls and scrub them, wash them up, sell the one balls for $2, $3, the white balls, and the color balls we would sell for $5. And we raised up enough money to buy us our own Jordans, and that was my first, official, business.
Wow. And then where did the fashion come in?
Oh, design. So my mom has always been very creative. Shouts out to my mom, Constance. And she's always been Paris, France, glamorous woman that was raised in the hood. So she always had a particular taste. And I remember watching her growing up and her watching the Grammys and watching things and kind of telling me about, quality of clothes and fabrics and stuff. So she had a passion to do design and have her own clothing business. But since she had my brother and myself, she took another route in her journey to provide for us. And I think I picked up from that. And I went to a design school for apparel manufacturing in early 2000s. And it was phenomenal. The courses and classes, just learning the whole ins and outs of the manufacturing business. And then I had a brother at the time from Baltimore that was also traveling down to California because this school was in downtown LA. We actually started a bowling line. And we had a local NFL player from my city. Shout out to Eddie Hartwell. He actually was this close to investing $4.3 million in our business. We had a good team. We had design artists, fabric designers, and we had nice blazers with jeans, boot cut jeans. That's when that was very popular in the mid and late 90s. And so we did that for a while. I did that for a while, the whole apparel manufacturing. And I learned a lot about business. And tying that in for your last question, network marketing. I used network marketing. I was in prepaid and also was in Prime America. But I had some very good mentors, people that were making lots of money, but also they had great business sense. And that network marketing helped me get into really doing real business. It was a catalyst to spend a little bit of money, but to also be around people that were very highly successful, that were very successful in business, but were willing to share and build teams. If anyone's out there familiar with affiliate market, that's what I utilized to really hone my business skills.
Okay. And of course, talking about your experience in, designing is a great segue into what you're doing now with your clothing line for Sun Yoga International.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see you're wearing one of your awesome shirts. Let's get a good look at that. And as you can see, there's a website there, sunyogainternational8.com.
So that's...
Sun Yoga Int.
It's sunyogaint8.com. And Sun Yoga International was created in 2014. I was doing the whole working business and working out of metaphysical shops in Las Vegas, Nevada, doing park workouts with Team Hit the Workout. Shouts out to Chuck and his nutritionist and friend and brand partner with that, Jacqueline. I would do the yoga with the park workouts, and I also was in Aliante's yoga studio. But at the time, my spirit was just like, hey, you gotta get out in the sun. And I remember being obedient to my spirit and going out there and starting to do my own park workouts, and that's how I established Sun Yoga International, the 26-day default setting program.
Yeah, so that was my next question. Tell me about the journey that you take your clients on.
Well, how it came about was just being committed to showing up for, Sun Yoga International started with sunrise and sunset sessions, and I just kept being consistent with showing up, and people start tuning in from using social media, and they would come out and do workouts with me. But during that time, for myself in meditation and just downloading, the program came to me. And it consists of active meditation, breathing techniques, and also yoga poses, Egyptian yoga poses. And I created that because in yoga, a lot of times, proper breathing techniques are not really focused on, or even active meditation. And active meditation is very important because of our attention spans in the States and all across the world. It's a shorter attention span. So a lot of people don't even know what meditation is. And to just stay in a real still position is very difficult for a lot of people. So I made sure over the years that I specialized in active meditation. So I put all those combinations together to form a program. And and it's for 26 days, and it's like a rebooting and returning back to self, you know, and that's what the program is, and I call it the hero or the hero in you. So, you know, it's a phenomenal program.
Yeah, and yeah, what I really enjoy about the program is that you are very informative. You know, I do think it's valuable to know, to go a little bit deeper than just going through the poses, because, you know, one might think, you know, focusing on flexibility, totally miss the breathing, and the breathing, with the proper breathing, we will first be able to, you know, do the poses a lot easier and, you know, advance in the poses a lot quicker, but it releases those channels of energy, you know, and really brings oxygen to your brain and allows you to receive messages from your higher self. And that's another element of the program that I wanted you to talk about, how it actually allows you to be more centered and to be able to access more of your mind. So if you could just talk to us a little bit about, you know, that aspect.
Meditation to me is tapping into your deepest breath. So learning how to breathe properly, but tapping into your breath, breaking down yourself in that breath, push and rewind to see the full aspect of who you are, just to move forward. You know what I mean? Just to move forward in your whole understanding. And in that sense of, you know, as simple as breathing techniques, what that is, it really brings forth your awareness, your awareness of who you are, and not so much the program, like the program of what society thinks or what this person thinks, but more your sense of being, you know, in the now, your sense of worth, your sense of breath, the calming of your mind to receive, like you spoke of receiving those messages. So these techniques help you go into a state of a trance where you go deeper within yourself, or what we call mind, because mind is everything. So vibrationally, you're tapping into everything, and that vibration is being emitted out and connecting with everything that's living, everything that's what we call source energy, you know, which is the oneness, which is ultimately you know.
Yeah. Okay, so talk to me a little bit more about what your program involves. If I were to take part in your program, would I be coming out to sessions, or how does one participate in your program?
Well, first of all, you can go to the website. For you out there, you can go to the website and go to www.sunyoga8.com. It has my bio on there, and also somewhere where you sign up, send your email, so you can actually receive an email that shows what the program consists of. And I just shared shortly, consists of intermediate, a beginning, intermediate, and an advanced training. Weekly sessions, but it's a very focus on breathing techniques, 2 days, poses, 2 days, and then the next 2 days in that week would be active meditation. So it's a very, very focused breakdown in 2-day increments, going all the way up to 26 days. And then at the end of the program, people will receive a certification. No matter what type of yoga they do, they can actually utilize these techniques, these breathing techniques, these active meditation in their journey and for whatever they're doing in their organization or their company. And last but not least, with that certification, the Sun Yoga International, Hey Ru and You, they also get a T-shirt of their choice from color, a Sun Yoga International hat, the actual amazing sessions.
Okay, and what are some of the results your clients have experienced in taking part in the 26-day default program or sessions with Sun Yoga International?
On the website, I have people that have joined the session and have done sessions with me in Las Vegas, and they have put forth their testimonies. But people have got major breakthroughs, being able to calm their mind, being able to tap into their inner self. I had a young lady, shouts out to Sia. She was in the course for like 6 days, and she was able to go into a active meditation and see her deceased aunt and her aunt's husband that died a year before her. She was able to connect with them and contact them during the meditation. So I've seen people have some amazing results.
Tell me about the one gentleman or young man who he got a call. He was really focused on, I think, a job or something.
Oh yeah, in the end of I got a meditation sequence that we use, and it's called rooting, and it's one of my favorite things to do. And when I normally share rooting at the end of the program, like the 25th, 26th day, is when I will show people, students, clients, the actual root. And this particular brother, he was trying to get a job, or he was waiting. He had put his in Las Vegas, Nevada. He had a hotel job that he was waiting on, and he was complaining how they didn't call him back, and all that. And actually, me and another brother rooted with him, and we rooted. And after he came out of the root, we actually looked up in the sun, connected with the sun, and came back in the house. When he came into the house, the phone rang within 7 minutes. And when he looked at the phone, he was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. He was like, it was almost spooky to him. He was like, I can't believe this. And it was actually the job thing, telling him that he got the job. So immediately, and after that, he just, because he's a dope artist down in Vegas, immaculate artist, and he just, from that point, just was totally dialed in. He was totally within self, and he got it. He was like, I'm seeing horrors. I'm my intuition is on point, rhythm. Like, it's just like he became so in tune with himself by just using some basic active meditation to root and go in and connect with his being.
Basic to you because you've been doing this for a while, but that's so powerful, and that's like one of the reasons why I brought you on, because of course Conversations with Me is all about mindset shifts and connecting your thoughts and your beliefs and your energy to what actually manifests in your life. So unleashing the desires that you have, and allowing in by connecting to that energy. And I know that your course is it's just a catalyst for that. So also I wanted to go into different types of meditation, and I wanted to start with mindset because I've been doing a lot of mindset meditations in the morning. So I wanted to ask you about how meditation has helped you with mindset or shifts that you've had in your life.
Well, the biggest thing with meditation with me is the calming effect. To be able to really calm yourself and calm the different and many nervous systems in the body. Once you're relaxed and calm, you can operate at a very high capacity. You know what I mean? Everything that's within the messages that you receive, the creativity, unexhaustible creativity, your moral skills, comprehension, whatever it is in life that you actually do, you can see it before, mentally see it within your mind, and then be calm and relaxed to appreciate it when and be relaxed and calm enough to either benefit when it materializes in your life. And that's so important to, no matter what it is and whatever, all walks of life, and people have different crafts that they're in, but to see it before it actually physically happens is what meditation is, I feel like, what it should be used for.
Yes, seeing it and feeling into it. I really love that aspect of it. And so I also wanted to ask you if you recall any mindset blocks that you may have had and how you've overcome them.
Well, I think the biggest thing is a lot of the times dealing with financial situations, realizing, and it's been so cliche of like, oh, I am rich, or you go into your affirmation and you're like, I am this and that, but it's everything to affirm your self-worth, and it's everything to trust and believe that. But we all deal with the programmed mind in the sense of doubt and limitation, and to really silence that noise and to subdue that nag or that adversary that we all hear sometimes. Some people say it's the good angel or the bad angel. So to subdue that and be able to operate with what you truly want. It's a very necessary thing.
Yes, definitely. And for me, I've been able to overcome a lot of anxieties. Like, it's surprising to me, that it's something so simple can allow you to relinquish so much that you hold on to. But I guess that's what it's all about. Like, things are supposed to be easy, right?
Right.
So now I wanted to ask you your favorite or one time in your life that you can say that something manifested in your life or happened, and that it had to do with law of attraction, or no, it had something to do with your mindset.
Well, something that happened this year in Hawaii, the Big Island, Kona side. Shout out to my bro Breeze. We were actually doing a lot of coconut tree climbing, and during this particular night, it was I think this was early January 2018, and we were climbing. We were in what we call our Mystic Grove, where it was a lot of tall trees, 50, 55, 60-foot trees, and we were going to do a night climb on one of those super moons. It was like that super blood moon, and
sounds fun and terrifying.
Yeah, it was so. It was very, very. We had to be focused. But I remember that particular night. I remember stopping on our way to the grove. We were driving at night, and kid you, the moon was so bright that it gave us, light. It was the only light though, because if anyone that lives in Hawaii, there's no street lights where you sometimes driving on the road, so it's very dark. And I remember having my wallet on my lap, and I threw the wallet. I got out to I got out to go. We had a pit stop, and so I had to use a restroom, and I didn't even recognize that the wallet was in my lap. So it must have, of course, fell out. So when we got to our destination, I remember telling my man Breeze, I like, oh man, I think I lost my wallet. It's dark. It's so dark, and I don't even kind of remember the place we left it. All I remember doing is just getting calm, getting into a quick meditation, and just seeing my wallet and saying it's there, because it had my ID, it had all my debit card, it had everything that I needed to operate in life in there at the time. And so I just remember just getting real still and calming myself and not overreacting, and that was key from being meditative and over the years doing yoga, because most of the time in those situations you freak out. So what happened was, we got in the truck. Man was like, all right, I was calm, he was calm. He had a photographic memory, so he remembered the trees in dark where maybe my wallet would have fell. And we just maintained the peace and was like, we're gonna find this thing. And it only took us 15 minutes out, well, 20 minutes out. He was like, I think it's right here, the trees. We got out the car.
So you went right to the spot?
Well, the first time we got out, and he's like, this is the area, and we got out, nothing. And so I was like, wow, well, maybe I'm playing with myself. That's when the doubt tried coming. Like, no, you're not going to find something. I was like, no, what is it that you want? And I'm like, I want my wallet, so I know. So we backed up a little bit. He turned the lights on. When he turned the lights on, it was almost like, ah. We both looked, and he said, what's that right there? I said, what's that right there? Right there was the wallet sitting in the same spot. And I grabbed the wallet, and I was just full of gratitude, because I was like, it was such a significant moment, and it was only us two to witness something like that. And it felt so magical, and then right after that, we made it back to the Grove and climbed at night 65-foot tree in night, and I saw an owl in one of the other coconut palm trees come out while I'm up in the top of the tree. And as I look up, the owl is coming towards me, and I look up and I see a full, almost reddish brown full moon, super moon, right in Hawaii. So this was all in one, in I say maybe 2 hours and a half, so that was magical night. Yeah, magical night, just law of attraction at its finest.
Yeah, I realize that you probably have like millions of manifestations, because you've been at this for a while. And I remember you telling me about Hawaii and just how much synchronicity happens there. I just was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about the, your experiences in Hawaii with law of attraction or, mindset, manifestation.
Magical. It's a magical place, and that's the thing about being within your being, because you're never in a physical. I always say in meditation, you're never in a physical space. You're within yourself, and melanin that's within the mind is, when you close your eyes, is pitch black. It's darkness. So when you tap into meditation and you're on an island that's moving, underneath you is lava, and then it's water. It's like just constant movement. So it's almost like instant manifestation down in Hawaii, that you're like, oh my goodness, it's like you vibe on something, and within 10-12 minutes it'll just come to you. Like, we were having a fun day and we were going out cliff jumping, and he was like, man, I need a boogie board. He's like, man, matter of fact, I'm about to manifest me a boogie board. And I remember him just affirming it, and it was like not 15 minutes past, we're driving to a store to stop to get us some food, and right on the road, it's a boogie board. And then he turned around, and he turned it around, and the boogie board says magic. And he was like, well, I was like, man. And so it was like, I got countless stories of that happening all the time. This past winter in Hawaii. Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed our conversation tonight.
Me too.
Really awesome. Anything else you wanted to say? Any mention of anything that's new and coming or current or anything?
Well, you all can, for you all out there watching this and may view this on my links, or once again www.sunyogaint8.com. Also the same Sun Yoga INT 8 Instagram, and also on YouTube, Sun Yoga INT 8 for my YouTube channel. Log in, subscribe, and I continuously post videos and let ones know updates and where retreats will be. We're on retreats and where people can come out to either Hawaii, and also some other things in some different tropical areas that I'll be posting, and I'll have information on these links where people can really find out where to come to actually be a part of the program. Also live. I'm going to be doing live sessions, so no matter where you are, you can do Sun Yoga with Justice, and so that will be coming up very soon in this fall, moving into winter of 2018.
Wow, so we can follow you in the sun.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, we could get a little bit of sunshine yoga. And before we lose our light totally, I wanted to ask you for one tip that you can share to see some results in breathing or meditation.
Well, whatever technique, whatever active meditation that you use is almost like what Bruce Lee said: be formless, and formless in being in, make it your own. If I can give any tip, is learn a particular technique, learn how to do it, learn the how to. But then after that, own it, make it your own, and that's almost like a code specialty. That's a code major key to whatever it is that you realize and align yourself and remembering in who you are yourself, to own it and make it yours. Put your unique touch to it.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll have you back soon.